Hello, good evening.
Hi, hello. Sorry, what's your name?
Oh, we are the Banyes.
Hello. Thanks
Hello,
for
how are you?
joining.
You're welcome. Hi. So, I'm Kasiana, the mom. This is my
Okay.
daughter Sekube, and this is Uzomaka.
Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining in.
Yeah. So I will leave them to it.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right.
Okay, welcome.
Do you need the video, or do we put up the video?
You can turn on the video for now,
Okay.
while I'm admitting other people in.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Welcome. So,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Antipath Etiquette Bootcamp. We are trying to admit everybody in, so give me like 2, 3 minutes and we'll start up. Thank you. Well, for those who are already admitted into this program, I'd like to give you a rundown on why we are having a boot camp. Now, we're having a boot camp for teenage boys and girls. We are trying to reach out to everyone who are having issues and they cannot tell their parents. And we are saying to them, let's talk about it. It's not peculiar to you. We all went through all that growing up. So let's talk about it. Don't keep quiet about it. Don't get intimidated about it. Don't get withdrawn about it. Let's learn from our experiences and be strong for it. Growing up for me was kind of challenging, but I was able to fight those pressure from friends, from my environment, from a lot of things, from school. It wasn't easy. So a lot of children are going through a lot, and we are saying, let's talk about it. Don't be ashamed to talk about it. We have topics like sexual harassment, underage sex, um, cyber addiction, peer pressure, believing in yourself, being inspired. Let me give you how the program is going to run. Tomorrow, we are going to have Reverend Emmanuel Awipi. He's going to talk about teenage peer pressure and cyber addiction. On Sunday, we're going to have Professor Mrs. Hereta Obo. She's going to talk on sexual harassment and underage sex. The other weekend, on a Friday, we're going to have Adeswa Oyenokwe. She's going to speak to us on being inspired. So we've packaged this boot camp for you to learn from people's experience. Nothing was easy for anyone, but we are saying that with the right attitude and speaking out, you'll be surprised the impact it will make in your life. So while we wait for others to join in, I just said I should introduce you to this boot camp. I like to welcome everyone, and it's going to be an interactive one. I'm not going to be the only one talking. Everybody's going to share one or two experiences of how it has been for them. Um, we all have fears. I have fears, and we all have our weaknesses and our strengths. Now, don't let your fears take you backwards, but believe in yourself and rise above your fears. Okay? Rise above your fears. Everybody does have fears, but they won't come out and show you that I'm scared of doing this. Before this boot camp, I was scared of, will I get people who want to listen to this? Or everybody feels they know too much. But you know what? I fought my fears. I gave it a try, and you're here. And I appreciate you for joining in, for spending this time. I know it's quite tasking for everybody because they've been through a long day, and trying to log on might take a lot of time. The time you would have been doing something else, you're logging on. But I tell you that logging on to this program, you have no regrets. It's a lot of um, things we are going to learn together. I'm going to learn from you too, because, like I said, it's going to be interactive. I want to hear what you have to say. So while we are waiting for other people to join us, for those who are already on, let's introduce ourselves now, and let's share our fears, and let's share where our strengths are. Let's learn from each other. It's not just me talking. I want to learn too. Okay. It's also a learning phase for me. So are we ready to introduce ourselves? Let's go. Let's make this interesting for everyone involved. Okay. So if you are ready to introduce yourself, can you just unmute and say something? Okay. Ifeanyi, how are you? I can see Ifeanyi. Hi. Hi, Ifeanyi. I can see Osarogwe. Sarogwe, how are you? I can.
I'm fine. Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, Osarogwe.
Thank
So, can you
you.
share a little bit with us about your fears? Like I said, we all have fears. So, what are your fears? What are those things you fear? And what are those challenges you faced recently? And let's learn from your fears.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to share. Regards to my fear, in recent times, it's been more of having the ability to be able to express my thoughts and concerns to people, especially the people I care about, because I really don't want them to perceive me in a certain light, so that's quite scary. But having to know that having those conversations with them, strengthens the relationship, strengthens, the friendship. So in the midst of that, I still just have those difficult conversations with them. And yeah, so for me, that's been one of my fears, having to not have the people that I care about judge me based off of what it is that I want to say to them. I don't know how they're going to perceive it. So yeah, so I walked past it. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, Osarogwe, I'd like to say something. You know what? We all get that fright. Everyone does. Even in the Bible, they say that those who are close to you are the one who will criticize you more. They won't accept your unique personality, but others out there will appreciate you more than those who are family and who are close friends. Like I tell you this, when I started this boot camp, the plan for the boot camp, I got people who do not even know anything about Antipat interested in wanting to log into this program. But those who know me very well, who are close and believe they see what I do, they see my passion in etiquette. None of them even came out to say they want to register their kids. Like looking at everybody who is on now, I don't know every this is my first time meeting you. So you can imagine that it happens to every one of us. Those who are close to us are not the ones who motivate us. We get motivation from Outsiders, people you hardly know. So that's why in life you must learn to believe in yourself and don't put all your don't put a pressure on yourself. Like if they don't accept me, I can't be who I want to be. As long as you accept yourself, that's it. That's that vibe that you accept yourself, it just goes out and people just learn to accept you. So you don't force yourself on people. It just you're just a magnet. It's just a magnet. Once you have the right vibe, it just magnets the right people. So relax. We all have our fears, but it's not gonna you're not it's not gonna go in 1 minute. Okay, it's gonna take a while, but first of all it starts with you believing in yourself. So let's start with that process. Start believing in i don't I don't care what people say. I don't care if anybody appreciates me. I just want to do what I need to do and keep on doing the best that I can do. Your best cannot be so good for everybody, but it can be good for one or two people who truly appreciate good things. Okay? So who is next? Who wants to share what their weaknesses are? Can we have someone? Ifeanyi, can we? If I can see Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi, want to say something?
Yes. Well, for me, like I find it, kind of hard to like start conversations because, like in a friend group, like I'm always like the silent one, so that's kind of my weakness.
Wow. But you sounded nice to me. You
Yeah.
sounded nice to me. So what do you think it
Yeah.
takes to start a conversation? What do you think it takes really?
No, firstly, I think it takes a little bit of confidence, and like maybe you need to know like a bit much, some
I can
things
see,
about all that.
yeah, got your attention. I wanted you to look at the camera. You've been throwing your face away. I want to see your cute face. You have a cute face.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. I love your smile. See, you look so handsome. So what about are we talking about? So what confidence do you need do you need? You
Mm,
speak well. I love the way you speak, okay?
yeah.
You have the charisma.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Sorry if I am so sorry. I
Yeah.
was
That's fine.
distracted 1 minute. Okay. So I'm listening to you. Do you have other fears too?
No, not really.
Okay, can I say this to you? Growing
Yeah.
up as a teenager, I used to be very shy.
Mm,
I go out with my mom and she's like, with my daughter, I'm saying hi, but I'm not smiling. And my mom is like, you don't smile. The reason I don't smile was that I was shy. I just feel that I don't have a lovely smile. And when people are talking, I just feel, what will I say that will make sense? Won't they laugh at me? But I kept on believing that nothing I say will mean anything to anyone. But I just found out that whenever I do talk, people actually applaud me. And I go back and I like, what did I just say? I didn't say anything fantastic, but why are they applauding me? So if you don't give it a try, if you don't start a conversation, you wouldn't know that people will appreciate you.
okay.
So all it takes is just start up and let it
Okay.
flow. Don't
Uh,
get saddled by the response you get. Keep on going.
okay.
Right now, I sent out the invites to more than 50 people, but I don't have up to 50 people here, but it doesn't matter. You are more
Okay.
important to me that logged on
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm not going to be bothered that, everybody I sent the invite to or who registered for this program are not on yet. But I just want to go with those who felt it was more important to join in on time. So that's life.
Okay.
So let's see how the boot camp goes. We have
Uh,
2 weekends, this weekend and the other weekend. You're going to meet a lot of people. Okay,
okay.
I'm going to make it in a way that we have to interact with each other. So you're going to meet a lot of people. So you have to learn how to start a conversation. Since I know that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I can see there are more people coming in. I can see the beignets. The beignets.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you? Oh wow. Okay, I like that. Okay, can you share your fears with us? We are learning.
Hello. Um,
I'm. This happens mostly in school, but I'm afraid of saying things in class, like in English. If we're like
Okay.
analyzing something, we're reading Macbeth now. So if I had something to say about like something a character has said and what it may mean, I feel like I can't say it because it would sound stupid. Like
Wow.
I could write it down for the teacher to see, but it's more like my classmates. I don't I don't feel confident talking about the things that I'm thinking with my classmates.
Okay. Are you confident to talk about it with me here? Because that's the point of the boot camp.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something. Sometime last year, I was teaching in a all girls boarding school. I was teaching etiquette there, and after a topic on sexual harassment, I got so many children wanting to talk to me, wanted counseling, and they opened up to me about things they cannot tell any other person. They cannot even, they're ashamed to tell their classmates. And I told them, I encouraged them, I said, you see, if you don't tell someone like you're talking to me, how will you get a solution? If you don't speak out in class, how will when people see you the way you just said you are, they try to feel they will intimidate you. Oh, she's so, but because you don't show them your potentials, they want to intimidate you. Don't let anyone intimidate you. Don't let anyone, it happens to me. Sometimes, you see, I try to respect people. I try to be nice, say nice things, and people just feel, oh, no matter what you do to her, she'll be nice. But you know what? They don't even push me to the wall to lose my cool. That's one part of etiquette that I've built myself up in. I control my anger. But such people, you know how to put them in their place, but still with courtesy. Okay. So when you're too quiet, people take advantage of you. You get bullied and you lose your, that is why you lose your self-confidence, because you feel that if you say something, nobody will listen to you. So you are the only one that can boost your confidence. No matter what I say, no matter the boot camps you attend, no matter the best schools in the world you attend, it all depends on you. So what do you think now?
I'll talk more in school.
Sorry.
I'll talk more and try and talk about the things that I'm thinking more.
Yeah, you'll be surprised people will be attracted to you with the things you say. They will be attracted to you. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked that someone you even admire in school will be inspired by what you say. They will learn from what you say because you have a lot to say. You can inspire people by the things you say. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I love the way you smile, even though I can't see you. Can you turn on your video?
Okay. Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We look alike. Okay, don't be shy. Like I said, I grew up a shy kid. But this is me today. I never thought I was going to ever face people like this. I always hide my head. When back in school in university days, when people come out to do something, I stay at the background, I cheer them up. But today, people are cheering me. I can't believe it. The first time I had my first training, I had close to 200 people in the hall. And after I finished talking, they got up and applauded me. I almost broke down in tears because I couldn't believe this is me. And since then, I started talking. I started feeling cool. Anywhere I go to, I just start talking. I just tell God. Initially, before I start, I get this fright as in, Lord, help me. But when I keep on going, I just see that there's no stopping me. There's no stopping you, darling. Just keep on trying. Just keep on going. The right people will appreciate you. Definitely, there will be people who do not applaud you. Don't let those people kill your spirit. Keep on going. Okay? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can see IK Arrow. IK, are you online? Can you turn on your camera, please? Ikomosa Arrow. I see you online.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Mosa. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can we see your face or see a picture of you, please? Wow. Hey. Okay. Can you share a little bit of your fears with us? Because we're going to break all our fears today. Even me. I was scared of today. I was scared of having a lot of people come on time because we have a time frame for this. So I was scared, like, will people really come by 4 so that we can finish on time? But you know what? I didn't let my fears get to me. I started the meeting. I'm happy that you guys are here. So what are your fears?
I have a fear of like interacting with people in general.
Okay. Okay. That's the only fear you have.
Yes,
Okay, but have you been following all I've been saying since you joined in?
yes, I have.
Did it help in any way, or you want me to talk about it again?
Yeah, it helps in a way.
Okay. First of all, Iponsa, when you wake up in the morning and you look at the mirror, who do you see? You see you. You see a beautiful you. You see a unique you. There's no other person but you. You are all that matters. You are all that counts. And if you don't make yourself special anywhere you go, no one will make you special. If you keep on seeing yourself as, I don't want to talk, I want to be quiet, everybody will relegate you to the background. But when you go out there and shine like you are supposed to shine, people will like, who is that? Who is that? Growing up in my amongst my friends, I was never the popular. I was not so popular. I was always, quiet. But now everybody wonders what just got into me. I'm just a total different person entirely. Anybody that knows me then and see me now, they're like, where did this come from? I started believing in myself. A lot of things have happened to me. Let me share a lot of you'll be surprised. You look at me, you think I don't have challenges. I have a lot of challenges. I'll share one with all of you here today. My first son is 11 years and is autistic. He's not walking, he's not talking. But that will not kill my spirit to do what I need to do to move up in life. Okay? Because of his condition, at a time when he was born, I felt hopeless. Why did this happen to me? Who will it happen to? Let's be frank. Who on earth will I choose that should happen to? But today I have a son. He cannot call me mommy, but I'm proud of him. And the reason I'm doing all this, I'm doing, reaching out to everyone and making an impact in your life, is because of him. He's the one that boosts my confidence because when he came into my life, everything around me seemed like I should give up on life. What was there? Even the family, my husband's family, everybody blamed me for having a child like that. You can imagine what I went through. But this is me sitting down here talking to you, smiling. All that happened to me, I started believing in myself. I told them, I'm beyond this. I'm beyond being who you think I am. I'm better and greater than you. So rise above those fears. You don't want to hear what I go through every day. I have fears. But those children I have today, because I need to be a good mother to them, I need to inspire them. That is why I am out here inspiring other children, leaving an impact in the lives of children that I meet. It's just, that is what transformed me. There's something that will transform everybody that is here today. Sit down. Think of that unique character you have. That thing that makes you special, that makes you different from the next person. And that is when you now start seeing that potentials that you need to bring out. You don't need to worry about who accepts you or not. Keep on going, keep on running. It's your race, not theirs. If you keep on looking back and looking at who is coming behind you, you will lose focus. So focus on where you are going. That's it. It's all about you. Are we good, Ikosa?
Yes.
Okay. So I can see we have someone else, Anasata. Anasata is with us. I see Noble. Noble, can we hear from you, please? What are your fears? There's someone here with us, Noble. What are your fears? We're all learning. We have to share with each other. What are your fears? Noble, can you please turn on your camera so we can see you, please? We are learning from it. We need to interact more. We need to learn. I just shared a bit of my life story with you. I told you the things that really gets to me, but instead of letting it get to me, I let it motivate me. So let's learn from our fears. Let's not run away. Let's live above our fears. So Noble, can you share with us?
Hi.
Hi, Noble. Sorry, Noble, I can't hear you. Hello, Noble. Okay. Can you turn on your camera so that we can see you?
Hi.
Okay, I can hear you now, Noble. Hi. So can you share your fears with us? We're all learning today. Wow, Noble has gone off. Noble is back with us now. Okay, I think Noble is having problem with network. She's going off and on. Okay.
Okay, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, Noble. Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon, Noble. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay,
Thank
Noble.
you for organizing this bootcamp. Okay, so regarding my fears, I've been afraid of not being accepted or being considered as someone that cannot make impact, that say something that will not be relevant, whose words will not be taken into consideration. So that's my fear.
Okay. Do you think you make an impact in your family? Do you think they take you seriously?
I don't know.
Did you get that?
Yes, I don't know if they do.
Okay, does it bother you if they don't?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so what are you going to do about it?
I actually don't.
Okay, I can imagine. Okay, let me put you in this situation now. Now, if those in your household do not accept you or appreciate you, how do you think you can face those outside? Wait, have you been following what I've been saying since we started?
Yes, ma'am, I have been.
Okay, so what do you think? Now, let me put you in a situation. Like I said, you are not accepted at home. No matter what you do, they always see you as doing it wrong or making a mistake. Now, I can imagine this has affected your confidence. Now, how can you face those outside when you go out? How do you manage? How do you just cope?
I don't. I just tend to hide myself and not to be noticeable.
For how long do you hope to continue like that? Do you know that if you keep this up, you will be a very unhappy person because you tell yourself that nothing you do will go right. Nothing. You're just telling yourself, I can't do anything right. We all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I still make mistakes till now. but don't let those mistakes, or because I know that sometimes some people are there to just, because first of all, the reason you make mistakes is because you are frightened and you don't ask questions. Before you do anything, don't think you know it all. I think that's what's wrong with teenagers. You just feel, okay, I don't need help. I can do it by myself. Learn to ask questions. You need a guide. I also need a guide. Till tomorrow, if I want to do something, I don't know how to do it well, I ask questions. We must learn to ask questions. Try the first time you don't get it. Try the second time. Keep on trying it until you can impress yourself. Don't live your life to impress anyone else. Impress yourself. You see, sometimes our family might, encourage us, and that's where you get your boosts. What about boosting your own confidence? I wish I had some pictures to show you of me growing up. I used to be a very ugly child growing up. And my elder brother is the cute one in the house. So when people come to my house when we were little, they always tend to carry my older brother, and like they ignore me because they feel I'm ugly. I started thinking that I was not a beautiful girl, but it got to a point I just started looking good for myself. That even if I don't have my hair made, I tell myself I'm good to go. Because if I keep on waiting for somebody in my family or amongst my friends or amongst my classmates to tell me how good I look, then probably I'll wait for a lifetime, because some people might even know that you're looking good, they won't admit it to you because they're envious.
That's true.
They're envious of you. They don't want you to feel happy. So some people are just there to kill your spirit. That is why this boot camp is saying to you, you are important to yourself and to everyone around you. You don't need anybody to tell you that. You just need to believe in yourself. So are we good, Noble? Are we good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, while everyone is listening, like I said, it's going to get interesting from tomorrow because we're going to have different speakers. Permit me, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Pat Adakpo. Anti-Pat's Etiquettes. I'm an etiquette consultant. And what I do is train teachers in different schools and in companies how to have basic courtesy. Okay? Because in our society, we have lost our manners. We have lost our manners. And I think we need to come back and get it right. Okay, so this is what I do. I just train schools on how these children, from the little ones to the teenagers, how to get it right. Because in life can throw you off at any time. I am the only girl among three boys. I used to be the pet in the house. My mom, I was the only girl, so she used to pet me a lot. But my mom passed away 25 years ago. Anything can happen to your parents. So how do you cope? How do you cope? So one thing I knew was that my mom always wanted me to be in the line of making an impact. But because I was shy, I kept on withdrawing from people, from society. But when she passed on, and my dad also passed on, I was left to grow up by myself. But those things they taught me is what is keeping me today. Education can do a lot, but I tell you the best thing, that your manners can open doors that you least expected. Since I started this etiquette drive, nobody needs to know who my father is or my mother is. Anywhere I go, basic courtesy. Good morning. Hello. How are you? Can I have a seat, please? Can I come in? People are impressed by courtesy. So that is what we are saying. When you have the basic right courtesy, you can break any barriers. People will accept you. People will take a second look at you and like, I like that. So that is what I do. Now, the boot camp is to reach out to you and see how we can talk about those things you fear most and how we can build our confidence up. So I'd like us to talk more. This is, like I said, I'm not going to be the only one talking, okay? I want to hear what you think. So from tomorrow, we're going to get different speakers who are going to take on different topics. And I will appeal to everyone to please join in. And I will reach out to other people who registered to please join in, because from tomorrow, it's going to get really, really interesting. But meanwhile, while we are here now, can I just, what are your expectations? Now, I've told you about the topics we're going to go through for the whole boot camp. What are you expecting at the end of this boot camp? What do you think you will it change your mindset, or will it just be one of those boot camps you just attend and you're done? Or do you think it's going to make an impact in you? So can we start with Ifeanyi? What do you think? What are your expectations at the end of this boot camp?
Well, for me, my expectations are for when I go up, I'll be able to try the new skills I've learned from the boot camp, and hopefully we'll be able to better myself from it.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. And you've met me today, and you're such a wonderful person. I love your charisma.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can we hear from, sorry, I'm looking at the list I can see on my screen. Can we hear from Ikpomosa Ero? What are your expectations, and what do you think so far? Ikpomosa Ero, please. Are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So what are your expectations, and what are you looking forward to as we start properly tomorrow? Because all the speakers that I have lined up for the boot camp, they are going to be available from tomorrow. So today is just an introduction into the boot camp, telling you what the boot camp is all about, why I thought it was necessary to have a boot camp, and getting to meet the participants before tomorrow. Because from tomorrow, I might not be on regularly. It will be for the speakers and you. So it's good you meet Auntie Pat herself and have a chat with her. Sheikh Musa.
I expect to have more knowledge on. I expect to have more knowledge on sexual harassment.
It would be nice to see your face. Is she still with us? She's still with us, yeah. Okay. I can hear you.
I said I expect to have more knowledge on sexual harassment.
Okay. Let's talk about sexual harassment. Have you been harassed before?
No, I haven't.
What do you think it is? How do you think it is? What do you think? Just tell me a little bit of what you know about sexual harassment. Can we have, okay, while I think Musa is trying to get herself together, can we have Osarogwe? Osarogwe, please, can you tell us your expectations? And Musa brought up a topic. She's looking forward to know more about sexual harassment. What is sexual harassment to you? Osarogwe, can we have your thoughts on what you think sexual harassment is? Because what you might hear from the lecture might be different from what you actually think sexual harassment is. So what do you think sexual harassment is? Let's hear from you.
Okay, so for me, I feel sexual harassment is like the word is sexual harassment, someone being harassed sexually. So it could be either by, so okay, there's this thing they call sexual predators. So it could be either by an adult, a younger person, but just having to sexually assault someone or having something to do with them sexually without their consent, especially if they are, say, minors.
Okay. Are we? Oh, sorry, you just went off. No, I can't hear you. No.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
You guys can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying that personally, I think sexual harassment is, like the word is, sexual harass. So it just means to harass someone sexually. So it's not necessarily a gender thing. A girl could be harassed by a guy could be harassed by a girl. So it's more of people having to assault a person sexually. So that's what I think it is.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sarah Gray. Before I go to the next person, let me share a little bit of light on sexual harassment. Now, we must be careful how we let people touch us. Sometimes it might be a relation staying in the house with you. It might be a neighbor or a family friend who comes to the house. And they touch your cheek and smile, and you're smiling. Sometimes you consent to those things without knowing that you're being harassed. Do you know that? Because when the opposite sex touches you, why should someone touch you? And just pull your cheeks, touch your hands. You have lovely hands. That's how it starts. And when they see you're smiling and like, you're encouraging them to go further. Do you know that? So you must be firm all the time with the opposite sex. Nobody should touch you for what they don't have a reason to start touching your cheeks, touching your lips, touching your hands, holding you by the shoulders. You must be firm because you get harassed with your consent without knowing that you've given consent. You keep on, especially when you are shy. That is why I said we have to break our shyness. Because you are shy and you are quiet and someone is harassing you without you knowing and you're just smiling, you've given consent. And most especially those who are close to us, cousins, uncles. Cousins actually abuse each other because you just feel it's my cousin, so nothing is wrong with it. Sexual harassment can be done by anybody. Even fathers now harass their daughters, harass their their sister's children who come to spend some time in the house. So it can be anyone. So that topic on sexual harassment is going to be taken on Sunday. I urge everyone to please log on that day because you are going to find out the different ways of being harassed and it can be done by anybody. Don't be too comfortable with anybody because once it's done, they threaten you and you are so scared to tell anyone. When you notice you are being harassed by anybody, speak out. Don't keep quiet. Don't be scared. Scared of what? Like I said, it's all about you. When you're scared, it keeps building up. The fear keeps building up and it becomes a mountain that it makes you lose yourself. Well, I will not talk too much on sexual harassment. We have that on Sunday. So I just want to know what your expectations are for the boot camp because I can see that not everybody who registered are logged on now, probably because it's a school week. Today is Friday. Some of them are just coming back from school and they have other things to do. So most likely the attendance from tomorrow, which is a weekend, will be more. But for those of us who are here, let's learn one or two things. I would like to take the buyers. Sorry, I need to know your name when you come on. Can you introduce yourself so that I don't keep on calling the buyers to tell us what their expectations is and what you think about the program so far, starting today.
My name is Chekube.
Chukube, oh nice, okay.
This is Uzo.
Okay, okay.
My sister, Uzo, is also here.
Okay.
I hope to be more confident in my own ideas
Okay.
and to be able to help my friends who like at school who've gone through some things. Because I don't think I've gone through that many bad things, but I know some of my friends have. So I want to be able to help them just a bit.
Wow. They tell you about it, right?
Yeah, one of my friends, she told me about it recently.
Can you share one with us, please? You don't have to call names. Just share one with us so that we can learn from it.
My friend, she was telling me about how last year she thinks she got sexually harassed in a class that we have in school by someone in our class. And
Wow.
she's been afraid of that person since
Oh
then.
my.
I want her to talk about it, but I don't know how to go about that. So I want to be able to help her.
So when she opened up to you, what did you tell her?
Well, I told her that she should speak about it because if she doesn't speak about it, she won't feel any better. And she won't feel any less afraid to come to school.
Do you think she told someone else about it?
Yeah, she told me she's only told one other person about it.
Okay. Do you think anything was done?
Well, our school, I don't think it's very good at handling that sort of thing because there is someone else, not her, and we're not really friends with her, but something's happened to her and the school didn't do much about it, which isn't very good.
Wow. So just let me put you, can you put yourself in that situation? What would you do? Would you tell your mom?
Well, she told me that what I think is similar to what she's told me. She told me that she'd think that she'd be able to say no, stop it, but she was actually very scared.
Oh, wow.
And I don't really know what I would do. Like,
Okay. Okay, I want to know something. What is she scared of? What really are we scared of?
she's scared that no one will believe her because this person, he's very popular, and he made up this lie about her, and he's been telling people, and they're believing it. And so she's afraid that no one will believe her when she says, if she were to say anything about it.
But if she doesn't say anything about it, she will keep on going, being abused. So, okay, I want to ask you a direct question. If you have an uncle or a relation that you're close to that does that to you, what would you do?
I hope I'll be able to tell my mom.
But you're not sure.
No.
What if it's a cousin that you like very well? Or a family friend that you're fond of, right, growing up, and he does that to you?
I wouldn't want to be around them. So I think my mother would notice after a while. But I don't know if I'd be able to go to her directly.
Okay. I'm going to share an experience with you all. When I finished my secondary school, I didn't go to the university immediately. I went to the College of Education. So in my third year, I had to write my project. And the supervisor assigned to me the supervisor is married to my cousin. So he was my uncle, so I was comfortable. I was happy, like, yeah, my project is going to go smoothly, with my uncle supervising me. So one time I needed to submit the final chapter. He was not in school. So I called and said, Uncle, can I submit it in your office when you come? He said, no. Bring it to the house. And I took it to the house. And while he was going through what I wrote, the next thing he sat close. He said I should come close so that he can show me the mistakes. And while we're there, he put his hand around my shoulders. I felt comfortable because of my cousin's husband. And the next thing is I rubbing my shoulders and rubbing everywhere. And I was so upset. I got up, I insulted him. I ran out of the house. Let me tell you how this played out. I was scared. I went back to school. I told them I wanted them to change my supervisor, that I didn't want him to supervise me anymore. And my dean asked me why, and I told my dean. Then my dean now called him into the office to say, this young girl wants to change you. And she told me what happened. He denied, okay, he denied it. And you know what he did? He went back home to tell my cousin that I lured him into it. That I came to the house for him to look at my project, and while I was in the house, I was all over him. And my cousin didn't stop at that. She told my family, everybody in the family, and they hated me for it. But there's one thing that happened. After I told my dean, I also told a family friend who actually believed me and said, you know what, just stay away from them. It kind of broke the family apart because some people believed them and some people didn't believe them. But guess what? 3 years later, I had moved on, I had graduated and had gone to the university. He did it again to somebody and he was caught. He was not just beaten, he was arrested and disgraced. And that was when other girls in the school, then had even left, started saying he does this, he does that. Guess what? 3 years after though, my cousin calls me up and apologized. But 3 years after she had messed my whole name up. At a point, my mom even thought maybe I did it. But 3 years after, it came out. And a year after that, that man passed on. So keeping quiet has never solved anything. Yes, if you keep on being afraid and say, I'll keep quiet, and it keeps on going on, say it out. Not everybody will believe you, but give it some time and move on. Just move on. Because keeping quiet has never solved any problem. It has damaged you. So that is why I said from the first thing I said to you all, you are the only one that matters. So if you keep quiet and you keep on doing it and it keeps on harassing you, you're dying gradually. And at the end of the day, when you're almost going and you speak out, they were like, why didn't you say it all this while? So what do you think now? It happens to me. It happens to everybody. Even now we are talking about it, and maybe it happens to you. We want you to be able to know what to do. Don't ever get intimidated by anybody harassing you. But this is not my topic for you. The topic is going to come on full swing on Sunday with someone who is well read. Well read. She has taught in different secondary schools. She's now the Dean of Medicine, University of Benin. So she is well read. She's going to talk about it on Sunday. So if you want to learn more about it, please, you must log in on Sunday. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Ikwosa, you went off while we're talking. Can we just, because we're about to wrap up today, so that you can prepare yourself for tomorrow. Tomorrow starts full swing. Today is just introducing you to the boot camp, welcome you in, getting you relaxed while we start. So can we hear from Ikwosa, and we'll go on to Noble before we wrap up, I guess. Please, while we are waiting for Noble to come on, tomorrow we are going to start by 9 a.m. 9 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be taken by Reverend Emmanuel Awipi. He's going to be talking about teenage pressure and cyber addiction. So tomorrow we are going to be logged. Please, I appeal that you log on by 9 a.m. We are going to be talking about teenage pressure and cyber addiction. So can we just hear from Ikwosa 1 minute and go to Noble, and we'll wrap up today, please, and prepare for tomorrow.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So you were talking and you went off 1 minute. Can you conclude what you're about to say? I guess you've heard everything everybody said about their fears, their expectations, we just want you to wrap yours up, and let's hear from everybody. Then tomorrow we start in full swing. Okay? Noble, please, can we just hear a little bit from you? We want this whole, I want it to be interactive, please. So we hear from Noble. I think Ikponsa is a little bit distracted. We'll permit that today. But let's hear a little bit from Noble and wrap this up today.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I've really learned a lot. My expectation tomorrow is to learn more about what the people we're expecting tomorrow talk about, and how to also be more confident and how to avoid sexual abuse.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Noble. Thank you so much. So I'd like to appreciate everyone who took time to log on today. Please, I appeal to everybody. Tomorrow, can we log on time by 9 a.m.? And we'll start up real quick. Okay? So thank you, everyone, for logging on, and nice meeting you again. All right? So have a lovely night. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Goodbye.